Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Bowman Gray. We're so delighted to be here today as we celebrate the collaborative work that's gone on among the city, WinstonSalem State University, and Winston-Salem Racing. We're delighted to have a number of our dignitaries with us today, starting with my dignitaries, the City Council. Councilmember Sipio, in whose ward we're in, the East Ward here. Councilmember Kevin Mundy in Southwest Ward. Councilmember John Larson from the South Ward. Councilmember Jeff McIntosh from the Northwest Ward. We all partnered in making all this happen. We have with us today Senator Paul Lowe. Back there, Senator, glad to have you with us. Representative Jeff Zinger, right here on the front row. Jeff, thank you for being with us today. We have a number of representatives from Senator Burr's office, Brad Langston. I think Brad is here. From Kathy Manning's office, we're delighted to have Effie Varitaminas. Thank you. Hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Thank you for being with us. And from Senator Tillis' office, Stephanie Blair, who has a letter from the senator, if you'd like to come read that, Stephanie.
Good morning, everyone. I bring some remarks from Senator Tillis. Unfortunately, he can't be here today, but he did want to send regards in celebration of this wonderful occasion. Dear friends, I am pleased to extend my best wishes to everyone gathered at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Bowman Gray Stadium renovations. North Carolina is fortunate to have a rich history of racing and football. This renovation will ensure NASCAR's longest-running weekly track and college football games will continue to be enjoyed by future generations. I wish you all the best for a wonderful event. Sincerely, Tom Tillis, U.S. Senator. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. Let's give our best to the Senator, and thanks for that letter. Well, as I said, we are very happy to be here as we celebrate the reworking of this wonderful facility. We know it was built in 1938. We know it was the first NASCAR race in America, and now the longest continuing NASCAR race track in America, started in 1949. We know it's the home field of the Winston-Salem State University Rams since 1956. We are very proud of the work that's gone on here. I want to recognize our city manager, Lee Garrity, who is here, and Assistant City Manager Ben Rao, who saw this work. I think Ben was over here more than he was in the office for the last couple of years, making sure everything happened there. We spent $9 million, folks, to make this a new facility, a great new facility. We regraded and resided the football field. I know Coach Massey is happy that you can now see all the way across the field, right, Coach? It took that crown out of it, so it's a little better field there. We resurfaced the racetrack. We're going to try that out in a few minutes. Jeff McIntosh is going to lead the group around there. And we got new concession stands, new restrooms, new seating, landscaped area around there. There's new HVAC systems for the facilities, the press box, and so on. And we refurbished the ticket booth. So I hope you have a chance to see some of that great work that's going on today. So right now, let me introduce Councilmember Sipio, Councilmember from the East Ward, again, whose ward we're in. So Councilmember, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and welcome to the East Ward. Welcome, where we soar on the winds of change, good and bad change. Bowman Gray Stadium, what a historic place we have here. We need to celebrate this wonderful testament of progress made by our forefathers for us to enjoy even this day. As the mayor said, the stadium was completed in 1938. That was a few years before I was born. But you know, a lot of things happened here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The first event was a music festival that was hosted by the Mozart Club. Then the Twin City Medical Society, which was a group of African American doctors, hosted a celebration of the completion of the Kate Bidding Reynolds Hospital here. Wake Forest played its first football game in the stadium on October 22nd. And Bluefield State defeated North Carolina A&T in November of 1938. Bluefield State and North Carolina A&T are historically black universities. Winston-Salem was always a city of progress, even when it came to sports and music. One of the things that happened here was a jitterbug contest. Some of you may not know that term, but some of us know what jitterbugging was like. It was the first deliberate mixed race audience in this stadium. We had midget car races. Hosted here was the annual convention of the National Boxing and Wrestling Association. Jack Dempsey attended that event. That was in 1941. In 1942, Winston-Salem State sponsored its first football team here against West Virginia State College at that time. In 1947, races were held on Friday nights. So we started our wonderful adventure into races around this track. A wonderful little fact you probably didn't know was that Winston-Salem had a boxer. His name was Joe McFadden. He had an exhibition match against Joe Louis, 1952, right here in this stadium. That would be the very last boxing match that Joe Louis had in his career. We've had many things: Piedmont Festival of Music and Arts, and NASCAR 1958 ran the first of 29 Grand National Championship races here. What a wonderful history. What a wonderful place of all possibilities. Music festivals, football, racing, dancing. So think about what the next 50 years can be for Bowman Gray Stadium. We want to make it the destination for our city and our community. Let's keep the tradition up. Let's make wonderful things happen. And thank you for coming today as we get ready for our ribbon cutting. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Sipio. That's a great historical review of all the things that have happened here. As I said, we have done this project in partnership with our good friends from Winston-Salem Racing as well as Winston-Salem State University. In that regard, I'd like to introduce the Chancellor of Winston-Salem State University, Chancellor Elwood Robinson. Chancellor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Certainly, I want to thank everyone who was involved in this project, City Council, City Manager, Assistant City Manager, and all the conversations we've had about this great partnership that I've been so proud to be a part of since I've been Chancellor here at WSSU. But it is an amazing partnership that has been going on for many, many years. It's probably one of the longest partnerships of any university in America. To have this kind of support from the city is absolutely amazing. We found out and we knew many years ago, and for us to be able to deliver the kind of education to every single student that comes to Winston-Salem State, that we had to have signature partners. The city has been a signature partner with that. Because of the upgrades at this facility, it means a lot to Winston-Salem State University. It means a lot to our fan. You have helped us upgrade the fan experience. and that is really wonderful. So when folks come here for a game that they've been coming here for since 1956, did you say? We've been playing football in this stadium, and then to have these upgrades, and then have the field named after William Bill Hayes is certainly a great testament to that partnership and the relationship between the city and Winston-Salem State University. I'm delighted to be a part of this ribbon cutting ceremony, and we thank you for all that you do in terms not only for this project, but for future projects to come. We know that you've been great partners. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chancellor, and I certainly was derelict in not mentioning Coach Bill Hayes standing back here, for whom the field is named. Coach, we're glad to have you here today. I know you're for. Now my pleasure to bring up the current athletic director of Winston-Salem State University, Etienne Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is always a great day to be a Ram, and it is wonderful to be here before you. I am Etienne Thomas, and I serve as the Director of Athletics here, and I represent our student athletes and our coaches at Winston-Salem State University. When I arrived here, it was wonderful to see that if I walked out the back door onto the patio, I was looking into the stadium where our team has played and has the great opportunity to play, and to be able to get out here and prepare for home and away competition right before we take to that field. But to also see the transformation that the $9 million project has afforded us, and to now be able to take to the Coach William Bill Hayes Field at Bowman Gray Stadium is phenomenal for our student athletes and for those Rams still yet to join us in future years. But we can't do that without the partnership of the city. And so it has been wonderful to work with our council members in getting this done, and with the city, Mayor, with your staff, to be able to see this come to fruition. I had the good fortune of arriving halfway through the project, and James Dubose and George Knox and April Reed had taken the lead on that for us, and we wouldn't have been able to get this done without that great sweat equity from our team in putting this together. So I thank each of them for their partnership in doing so, and for our staff in making sure that we were able to do our part and meet that commitment. To racing, I congratulate you. This is, again, a great victory for all of us as we cut this ribbon today and as we move forward into the future. So again, congratulations to the East Ward. Councilmember Sipio, this is a great day for all of us. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, we came here to cut a ribbon and drive around the racetrack, so let me invite all of our elected officials to please come up. Representative and the Chancellor and Ms. Thomas, if you'll come back up.